First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
When social distancing, remember, stay at least 6 feet away and wear your mask. Help save lives. First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
Family-owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
Good morning and welcome to First Local Morning. I survived my birthday. I trust you
Yay.
did as well. Yeah.
I trust you had a really nice birthday.
I did have a very nice birthday, filled with, good times with the people who are closest to me.
Got a couple of gifts there on the desk.
Well, yes, my fantastic travel mug. Do you know this keeps liquid hot for 8 hours?
Good. You're going to need that.
Here we go. I dragged him into the lunchroom to look out the window because on the horizon you could see, the leaden cloud cover like sitting there, threatening snow ominously, the sun willfully peering through the tiny sliver of light that was still
We're
left.
not going to see much sun today, but we are going to see some lake effect snow squalls later on this afternoon. And
November.
well, I'll give you all the details coming up, but
Yes.
you're going to need your shovel tomorrow because we're getting substantial or potential substantial snow tonight. And then that's just a little bit. And then we have a big storm coming for Sunday, Monday too to tell you about. So yeah, it looks like winter is right on our doorstep and we're going to feel it tonight. So I'll give you all those details coming up. But first, she's got news details to share with you.
News. Okay, here we go. So the city of Sault Ste. Marie, so this is kind of a part and parcel, I think, of the discussions that we've been having about the housing market and how difficult that is to access in this moment. Kind of ties in, I think, with the concerns that we have with the encroaching weather and those who are homeless. The city of Sault Ste. Marie will be holding virtual open houses regarding proposed regulations for short-term rental accommodations. So they shorten that to STR. STR accommodations are offered through platforms such as Airbnb, Vrbo, and Kijiji. So hosts may rent entire homes, apartments in homes, or rooms in homes to the traveling public on a short-term basis. Oh, so that's not what I thought it was about at all. My apologies. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. May 2019, City Council passed a resolution requesting planning staff to review how other communities are regulating STRs and to consider potential regulations. While it is recognized that short-term rentals, and this is a quote from Don McConnell, who is the Director of Planning, while it is recognized that short-term rentals are not a new phenomenon, according to data obtained by the Planning Division, local short-term rentals tripled between 2017 and 2020. So the Planning Division recently provided a report to City Council analyzing the local STR accommodation scene and recommending a number of regulations, as well as following proposed regulations which are in accordance with regulations implemented with other municipalities. And of course, we have diligently listed all of these regulations, such as those that apply to the STRs. We have also listed some dates. There will be 2 virtual open houses, one on Tuesday, December the 7th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m., the other on December the 8th from 6 p.m., again to 7:30 p.m. So you would be required, should you wish to attend, you would be required to pre-register with the Planning Division at planning@cityssm.on.ca or to call 759-5368. Wow, I had high hopes for that story. Silly me. Okay. Second story, in response to mounting resistance, the federals are to lift the PCR test requirements for short trips. Now, this announcement comes on the heels of some discussion with regards to now that the U.S. has opened the border to non-essential travel and people are once again permitted to flit back and forth. They're finding the forth is a lot easier than the back because, up to this point, the Canadian government has required a negative COVID-19 test to grant re-entry into the country. These tests were, for some people, cost prohibitive, ranging anywhere from $150 to $300 out of the pocket of the travelers. So now, and we did post an article earlier in the week about some funding programs that were available through the U.S. government that would offer these tests free to some Canadians, although the timelines associated with the results could be somewhat problematic. Now, another media source has revealed that a recent announcement made by the federal government indicates that the Canadian government will be lifting the PCR test requirement for fully vaccinated travelers returning to Canada after short trips. So we, of course, are going to continue to follow this. In this moment, we do not have a specific date as to when this announcement will be made, confirming the actual date that this becomes possible, but we will certainly give you that information when it does become available. All right, I'm going to squish two stories together. Some mischief in the community. On November 17th, yesterday, my birthday, officers with patrol services did charge 20-year-old Gabrielle Vitale with impaired driving, blood alcohol concentration 80+. Around 2:20 a.m., officers responded to a call of an erratic driver in the area of Queen Street West and West Street. Upon arrival, officers observed the man exit the driver's side of a vehicle which was now stuck on the train tracks located near that intersection that I just referenced, Queen Street West and West Street. Upon speaking with the man, officers developed grounds to believe his ability to operate a motor vehicle was impaired by alcohol. He identified himself as the accused and provided a breath sample into an approved device roadside, registering a fail result. He was arrested and later provided 2 breath samples into an approved device, registering 2 failed results. He is charged with impaired driving, released on an appearance notice, scheduled to appear in court on January 17th. Second tiny item. There was a man charged with assault and uttering threats. So this took place day before yesterday, so November 16th. Officers with patrol services charged 64-year-old Terrence Boston with assault and uttering threats. So this is tying to an event that took place on September 21st, when a victim was driving on Prince Lake Road in Prince Township when a vehicle, later identified to be driven by the accused, coerced him to pull the vehicle over to the side of the road. At this time, the accused and the victim did exit their vehicles, and the accused bumped into the victim, causing them to move back several feet and threaten physical violence. After a short time, the accused left the area, and the victim reported the incident to the police. On November 16th, officers did locate the accused. He was arrested. He is charged with assault and uttering threats. He was released on an undertaking and is scheduled to appear in court on January 17th. All right. That's the top of the morning. We're now going to hop over to Craig for some dire news with regards to the next 12 hours. Craig, what are those weather models saying to you today?
We're going to see lots of snow. That's what they're saying, at least potentially lots of snow. Later on today, more so into tonight and during the overnight as those snow squalls move in. We'll take a look outside right now, courtesy of Wireless Comm, our friends there, showing us a nice dry shot of the City Hall area and downtown and St. Mary's River. Notice the grass, everything looks dry. Come tomorrow morning, we could see substantial snow on the ground. I'll let you know how much coming up. Let's take a look now at the radar, and you can see that the snow squalls are setting up just to the north of the Soo right now. We're under a southwesterly flow. Once that flow shifts towards the northwest, that's is going to come our way, and that looks like it's going to come sometime this afternoon, and like I said, more so into our evening. And right now, Environment Canada is saying anywhere from 10 to 25 centimeters of snow for the Soo area for tonight. There is that potential. Whether or not we see that full amount is, we'll find out tomorrow morning. But right now, their 12-hour forecast looks like this. We have snow starting this morning. I don't think it's actually going to start this morning until this afternoon. And the winds should pick up later on this afternoon when those winds shift. And those are going to be quite gusty this evening, around 50 kilometers an hour, reducing visibility. And you can see temperatures hovering around the freezing mark, dropping down to -1. So that snow is going to stick around for a bit. And then we have another system to tell you about coming in for late Sunday into Monday, which could give us another substantial snow drop. And I'll give you all those details coming up. Heidi?
I can't wait. All right. So I have a little bit of time to squeeze a very big media release that came from the Soo Police Services yesterday. I'm going to do the best I can. On November 16th, officers with the Crime Suppression Unit, Drug Enforcement Unit, Energy Services Unit, and Patrol Services Unit charged 19-year-old Kristen Blais, 44-year-old Sabrina Cloutier, 38-year-old Matthew Crowley, 19-year-old Tyler LaRiviere, and 34-year-old Derek Woods with possession of a controlled substance for the purpose of trafficking. On November 16th at around 2:30 p.m., officers executed a search warrant at a residence in the 400 block of Wellington Street East. Upon entering the residence, the officers located the 5 accused and they were arrested. During the subsequent search of the residence, officers located approximately 8.7 grams of a substance believed to be fentanyl, approximately 11.33 grams of a substance believed to be methamphetamine, approximately 49.52 grams of a substance believed to be cocaine, approximately 23 tablets of a substance believed to be oxycodone, approximately 8 tablets believed to be morphine, a quantity of Canadian currency, and a butterfly knife. The estimated street value of the narcotics seized is $10,775. And during a search of Mr. Blais, he was found to be in possession of brass knuckles and a knife that opens with centrifugal force. Now, predictably, for these 5 individuals, there are a plethora of charges associated with each, and it's a situation where, once again, if I were to read through each individual charge, it would be its own show. So instead, I'm going to say that you can go to the website and check the article yourself for all the relevant details. Now we're going to take a break. We're going to head on into sponsor land, where the likes of Maker North are hanging out to solve problems. And go fill your cup and come on back. First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. Good morning and welcome back. We have a little bit of COVID information, so we're just going to plow through that. See, I'm using snow analogies now because it's coming. All right, Algoma Public Health is reporting 26 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 as of yesterday, 23 from Sault Ste. Marie area and 3 from Central and East Algoma. The current number of active cases climbs now to 209, but the number of hospitalized cases has fallen by 2, bringing that total back down to 15. In addition, Algoma Public Health is advising the public of 2 potential exposures to COVID-19. There was a low-risk exposure at the Thessalon Curling Club. Public Health is advising anyone who is in the Thessalon Curling Club located at 120 Main Street in Thessalon on the following dates and times to follow public health guidance. So the dates in question are November 9th between the times of 6:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. and then November the 11th between the times of 6:30 and 9 p.m. So any individual who was present on these dates and times in this potential low-risk exposure is asked to self-monitor for signs and symptoms of COVID-19 for 10 days from the date of potential exposure, as well as to self-isolate immediately if symptoms develop and seek testing should symptoms occur. High-risk exposure at the Sault Ste. Marie YMCA. So Public Health is advising anyone who is present in the women's general change room, the men's general change room, and or the family change room at the Sault Ste. Marie YMCA on November the 11th. Between the times of 7 p.m. and 8 p.m., there is a high potential or a high risk exposure to COVID-19. Any individual, once again, who was present on the dates and times listed are asked to, regardless of vaccination status, get tested for COVID-19 as soon as possible. If you are vaccinated, you are asked to self-monitor for signs and symptoms. If you are not vaccinated, self-isolate immediately until December 21st, 2021. So the details of the cases, a healthy mix of unknown cause of exposure, close contact cause of exposure, with just a sprinkling of international travel. Rolling totals locally, we have administered 681,000 tests, confirming 767 positive cases. Again, 209 of those are considered to be active, with 15 in hospital. Provincially speaking, Ontario reported 512 new COVID-19 cases yesterday as the rolling 7-day average continues to climb. It now sits at 587 cases, reaching the highest point since October 3rd. The province also reported 12 additional deaths due to the virus, the highest daily increase of deaths in nearly 4 weeks. They are also saying there were another 573 cases resolved. So, yeah, you know, there are a number of people who have gotten the vaccination, and that brings those totals to 88.8% of eligible Ontarians have now received at least one dose, and 85.7% are fully vaccinated. So there that is. Okay, so this isn't even posted to the website yet, but rest assured that it will be. Health Canada will reportedly approve Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine for children's ages 5 to 11 on Friday. The Toronto Star is posting this. And the newspaper reports a delivery of around 3 million pediatric doses is expected in the coming days, which would be enough for every single eligible child in that age group to receive one dose of the vaccine. Pfizer-BioNTech submitted its youth data for review on October the 18th. The company recently released data from its own study, which found the vaccine is nearly 91% effective at preventing symptomatic infection in kids ages 5 to 11. Last month, Canada signed a deal with Pfizer to secure 2.9 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine for kids, which would be shipped upon Health Canada's approval. The quote is that these deliveries will provide sufficient supply to provide a first dose to every eligible Canadian child, and this is coming from Procurement Minister Anita Anand. The Pfizer vaccine is sold under the name Comirnaty. The one children uses is the same mRNA technology as the one for adults, but in a smaller dose. The doses are about 1/3 the size given to adults and teens ages 12 and up. Earlier this week, Health Canada received a submission from Moderna to approve its mRNA COVID-19 vaccine for use among children ages 6 to 11. Yes, let's go over to Craig for a little bit more weather.
Well, Heidi, yesterday I posted an article about a potential snowstorm coming our way for Sunday and Monday. That's still in play. It's kind of weakening and the track is changing, but it looks like we're still going to be hit at this moment. But before that happens, we have lake effect snow squalls to worry about, and that's happening tonight, which could give us 10 to 15 centimeters on the ground by tomorrow. So let's take a look at what's happening. We have that spin here, that's that low pressure system. And as that tracks towards the northeast, the winds are going to change from the southwest to the northwest, and that's going to move those squall and lake effect snow showers onto our side. and it could accumulate tonight because our temperatures are kind of cold. Let's take a look now at the radar. You can see where those snow squalls are setting up right now. Pretty intense up towards just south of Wawa. And again, the wind is going to shift and move it this way later on this afternoon into our evening and overnight. So it could be quite substantial when we wake up tomorrow morning with a potential 15 centimeters on the ground. Let's take a look at temperatures. Temperatures certainly warrant snow, only +1 for our high today. Those temperatures are going to drop later on this afternoon. 2 degrees in Wawa, -1 in Timmins, and 0 degrees in Sudbury. So we are all under the gun for some snow accumulation this weekend. Let's take a look at the map for today. So what's at play here? We have some colder air coming in behind this front that came through yesterday. We have a trough line setting up. That's going to set up for those snow squalls later on this afternoon. And again, we could see reduced visibility, especially north of the Sault. We could see some whiteout conditions later on this afternoon into our evening, and then we kind of settle down for Friday, and then we have our eyes on another system, which is still way up in the north, and it is moving this way for Sunday night. So we're still tracking that one too. We could have substantial snow on the ground by this time next week. Let's take a look though at your 3-day forecast for today. The winds are calm right now. They're going to start picking up later on this afternoon as they shift from the southwest to the northwest. Temperatures only 1 degree. 3 degrees for your day tomorrow. Can't say we're going to see a lot of melting going on at 3 degrees because we're going to have substantial snow on the ground, so that's going to make the air even cooler. 4 degrees for Saturday, and we have a mix of snow and rain in the forecast for Saturday. Nothing really substantial for Saturday. We're going to hold off until Sunday before we start seeing the influence of that other big storm coming in for Sunday night into Monday. We'll touch on that on the 7-day forecast. Right now, let's send it right back to Heidi.
Well, maybe a popular or an unpopular opinion rather, but I do kind of like, you know, the thick blanket of snow when it first hits and it's all white, and that special quiet that comes with the soundproofing offered by the blanket of snow. We're going to take another break now, so your last chance to go take one last fill of your cup and come on back. I have some information with regards to St. Mary's, as well as some work that some retired teachers are doing with the Lions Club, factoids, social media. Come back.
First Local, supported by Northern Safety and Training, locally owned and operated. Get your DZ training for only $2,000, tax included. Call 705-987-8460 for more information.
First Local, supported by Nogda Windeman Family and Community Services. Be an alternative care parent. A child needs you.
You don't need a media monkey to make healthy choices. Think for yourself. A message from Concerned Children's Advertisers.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Welcome back. So just go right into the last couple of notes here. So on Tuesday night, some concerned parents did send information our way here at Sioux Online to indicate that they'd been made aware of a potential case in a local high school. We did receive the letter that they forwarded. We did reach out because the letter that the parent forwarded to us indicated that an individual associated with St. Mary's College had tested positive for COVID-19. We reached out for comment to the communications officer, Jim Fitzpatrick, who did respond. All schools in the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board remain dedicated to ensuring the health and safety of all of our students, families, and employees. Every precaution is being taken at our facilities to abide by the COVID-19 protocols and guidelines. We encourage everyone to continue adhering closely to the advice of local, provincial, and local health authorities. So specific to St. Mary's College, she said that they continue to follow the board's COVID-19 illness and outbreak protocol. School has been in close contact with Algoma Public Health, and all families and staff regarded as having had contact with the positive case have been informed. And as well, of course, there, the enhanced cleaning protocols that all of the schools seem to be following fairly diligently. A few cases, the cases that we are experiencing, in my opinion, are not unpredicted as children move back indoors with the oncoming cold weather. Okay, a little bit of good news. So the Lions Clubs. So for over 3 decades, the Lions Clubs around the globe sponsoring very special art contests in schools. Last month, several members of the RTOERO assisted the Lions Club of Sault Ste. Marie in a wonderful opportunity to work with youth to promote peace, tolerance, and international understanding through an invitation to participate in an international peace poster contest. So this was targeting students 11 to 14 and the Huron Superior District Catholic School Board. So offering these students an opportunity to think about peace and share their visions with the world in the form of a poster. So first place student winners from F.H. Clerg and St. Paul's School received $100 from the Lions Club and a certificate and the opportunity to continue onward in this competition. And second place student winners from Grandview and St. Paul received $50 and a certificate from the Lions Club. This article, as always, is posted to our website, so for more details, do go check that out. All right. I'm being urged into social media, not even one factoid? Okay. Okay, so November 18th, 1963, the Beatles' first appearance on U.S. TV. A report about the Beatles and Beatlemania in England is aired on U.S. television show The Huntley-Brinkley Report. With the commentary, one reason for the Beatles' popularity may be that it's almost impossible to hear them. Now, my information suggests that the video for the report has been lost, but there is an audio recording that still exists. So this would make a taped video appearance on the Jack Parr program the following January, and their famed first live appearance on US TV, The Ed Sullivan Show, in February. All right, enough. On to social media. We have Joseph Bertrand beating everybody to the punch. He says, cheers. Cheers to you. Steve Child says, GBFE, HYAHAGD. Good baby Friday, everyone. Have a hope you have a great day. Yay, you too. Bradley says, good morning, happy baby Friday. Same to you, Brad. Kim says, good morning all, happy baby Friday. I loved my gift, Kim. It was so nice, very thoughtful. Enika, good morning all. Happy baby Friday. Happy baby Friday to you and a good morning, Enika. Ruth Goodall, hello. She says good morning. Good morning to you, Ruth. Shirley Beelhart's cook, happy belated birthday, Heidi. Aw, Shirley, thank you very much. Good morning to you. Giselle, good morning, everyone. My prayers go out to everyone in BC that have been evacuated due to flooding. I'm glad that my cousin has been found safe or has found safe housing after being evacuated. I echo your sentiments, Giselle, and I'm glad that your loved one is safe. Tori Nicole Bellow Henderson, sorry it doesn't come up in its full form on my phone. Good morning from Charlevoix, Michigan, missing home this morning. And you did respond to my remark about the castle. You said that, of course, the castle is still standing, but not hosting music in this moment. So good morning to you, Tori. Margaret McKay, good morning all. Same to you, Margaret. Good morning. Steph Swanson, happy Thirsty Thursday. Is that a thing? Can't wait for Friday tomorrow. Have a safe and happy day all. Same to you, Steph. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Looking forward to the Santa Claus parade. You Ride will be participating this year. Looking forward to seeing all those happy faces. Have a great weekend. Same to you, Tony. We will be covering it, so hopefully I will get a glimpse of you. And he sends prayers to Giselle's sentiment. And then we round it off with Leslie Wilson saying good morning. Good morning, Leslie. Sorry, Craig, go.
Oh, my turn already?
So we're looking for the 7-day forecast. It's looking a little snowy, a little cold on the weekend. We're going to have plenty of snow, it looks like, for Santa. Today we are under a snow squall watch. That could change to a warning later on this afternoon. A potential 25 centimeters by tomorrow morning. And then for the weekend, Santa Claus parade looking pretty good at 4 degrees with a little bit of rain to worry about. But we are dipping our overnight temperatures to, you know, -6, -7, so it is going to get cold. So be prepared for that. And speaking of the Santa Claus parade, we have that on Sioux Online on TV Saturday night at 6:30. We also have other programming too, like 7:05 Sports with Jacob that airs Friday at noon hour. And of course, First Local every day from 8 to 8:30 right here.
Look at you just hitting all the spots.
Yes, I was told to do that, so I did my job.
Fantastic. Yeah, all right. Well, great. You know what? It's been a lovely morning with you all. We look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow with the electric excitement that only Friday can bring. See you tomorrow.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 7:05 Sports. 7:05 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 7:05 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.